Imagine, if you will, a scenario where just a small fraction of your time, say the next 25 minutes, could serve as the catalyst for your transformation into a man that women find irresistibly magnetic, a man of profound value, enduring power, and deep-seated wisdom. Now, this might sound like an exaggeration, but I assure you, the principles I'm about to share aren't just talk. They are a time-tested blueprint designed to help you become unstoppable, not just in attracting women, but in every area of your life. So, I urge you to stay with me, because what follows is important. In the world we live in today, it's all too easy to fall into the trap of playing at being a man without truly stepping into the role. The modern landscape is littered with boys masquerading as men, convinced that surface-level charm or flashy exteriors are all that's needed to command respect. But let me tell you, if you want to stand out, if you want to be the kind of man that not only women but everyone around you admires, you must go deeper. It's time to rise above the noise, to step up and embrace the mantle of the high-value man that you were always meant to be. We're not talking about quick fixes or shallow pickup lines here. This is about something far more substantial, building yourself from the ground up with the wisdom of Stoic philosophy, which has shaped the greatest men throughout history. These aren't just arbitrary traits pulled from thin air. They're the distilled essence of centuries of wisdom, passed down through generations and proven by time. Master these 10 traits, and you'll never have to worry about being overlooked or rejected again. But understand this. This isn't about manipulation or deceit. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about cultivating the qualities that not only make you attractive to women, but also make you a better man in every conceivable way. So I ask you, are you ready to embark on this journey? Are you prepared to put in the work necessary to transform yourself into a man of true substance? Because that's what it's going to take. There's no magic pill here, no shortcut to success. But if you're willing to commit, if you're willing to strive for greatness, I promise you the results will be well worth the effort. Let's not waste another moment. Let's dive right in. Chapter 1. Self-sufficiency and attention. Let's begin with the foundation of all personal power, self-sufficiency. Attention, men. There's a profound truth that you must internalize if you ever wish to step into your full potential. True power doesn't come from chasing, it comes from attracting. A high-value man is not a beggar for attention. He doesn't spend his days desperately seeking validation from women or anyone else. Instead, he is like the oak tree, steadfast, strong, and deeply rooted, unshaken by the winds that swirl around him. Think of yourself as the sun, a blazing star at the center of your universe. You don't revolve around others, seeking their approval or affection. No, they are drawn to you, to your warmth, your light, and your energy. This isn't about playing games or adopting a false air of indifference. It's about cultivating an internal state of self-reliance and confidence that makes you hard to forget. Remember Odysseus, the hero of Homer's epic. While other men were busy begging for Penelope's attention, he focused on his journey, on becoming the man he was destined to be. And who did she choose in the end? The man who knew his worth, the man who was on his path. To embody this trait of self-sufficiency, you must first focus on your goals. Have a mission in life that is bigger than any relationship, bigger than any one person. When you are passionate about your purpose, when you are driven by something greater, you naturally become more attractive, not just to women, but to everyone around you. Second, develop your interests and hobbies. Be a man of depth and substance, a man who is continually growing and learning. When you lead a rich, fulfilling life, you won't need the constant validation of others. You'll find that people, particularly women, will be drawn to you because of the fullness of your life. Third, practice being comfortable with solitude. This might be one of the most challenging aspects for many, but it's also one of the most rewarding. Learn to enjoy your own company. Find peace and contentment within yourself without needing external distractions or companionship. This inner peace is incredibly magnetic. Start today. Focus on your goals, immerse yourself in your passions, and become so engrossed in building your empire that you simply don't have the time or inclination to chase anyone. Watch how this magnetic independence naturally draws women, and everyone else, to you. Always remember, neediness repels, independence attracts. Be the man who is complete on his own, and you will become truly irresistible. Chapter 2. Genuine upliftment of others. Here's a profound truth that many overlook. Real men lift others up. We're not talking about shallow compliments or empty flattery here. We're talking about genuine, soul-deep appreciation that comes from a place of true respect and admiration. A high-value man is someone who sees the gold in others and isn't afraid to point it out. It's not just about telling a woman she's beautiful, though there's a place for that. It's about recognizing her strength, her resilience, her intellect, about appreciating her for who she is, not just how she looks. Think of it as holding up a mirror to the best parts of her. When you say, "I admire how you handled that difficult situation," you showed incredible patience and strength. You're not just giving her a compliment. You're affirming her character, her essence. This kind of recognition goes far beyond surface-level attraction. It builds deep, lasting connections based on mutual respect and admiration. To master the art of uplifting others, you must first train your eyes to see the best in people. Look for their strengths, their unique qualities, and their hidden talents. Everyone has something special about them, something that makes them unique. Your job is to find it and acknowledge it. This requires practice and mindfulness, but it's a skill that will serve you well in all areas of life. Second, be specific in your praise. Generic compliments like, "You're amazing," are nice, but they don't carry the same weight as specific, thoughtful praise. Instead of just saying, "You did a great job," say, "The way you broke down that complex problem and explained it so clearly was impressive." Specific praise shows that you're paying attention, that you value her for more than just surface-level qualities. Third, uplift others without expecting anything in return. This is crucial. Your recognition and appreciation should come from a place of genuine care, not as a means to an end. When you make it a habit to uplift those around you, not only do you make them feel good, but you also train yourself to see the positive in others, which in turn makes you a more positive and attractive person. This isn't just about making women feel good about themselves. It's about becoming the kind of man who sees and appreciates the good in everyone. Let me tell you, a man who can do this is rare. He's valuable. He's the kind of man people want to be around, the kind of man who naturally draws others to him. Practice this daily, with everyone you meet, and watch how the energy you create through genuine upliftment comes back to you tenfold. Chapter 3. Confidence and Self-Assurance. Gentlemen, let's talk about confidence. The kind of confidence that doesn't need to be shouted from the rooftops, but is felt deeply and unmistakably by everyone around you. True confidence isn't loud. It doesn't need to announce itself because it's like gravity, a force that draws others in without effort or fanfare. Picture this. You walk into a room, and without saying a word, your presence commands attention. You don't need to puff out your chest or speak the loudest. Your calm assurance speaks volumes. That's the confidence of a high-value man. This type of confidence isn't about arrogance or bravado. It's about knowing your worth, understanding your strengths and weaknesses, and being completely at peace with who you are. It's the quiet, unshakable belief in yourself that no one can take away from you. To build this unshakable confidence, the first step is to truly know yourself. This might sound simple, but it's a lifelong journey. You need to have a deep understanding of who you are, what you stand for, and what you bring to the table. Know your strengths, but also be acutely aware of your weaknesses. When you understand yourself on this level, you become unshakable. No external opinion or circumstance can easily throw you off balance. Second, set small, achievable goals and work relentlessly to accomplish them. Each small win builds your confidence, layer by layer. It's not about the size of the achievement, but the consistent habit of setting and meeting goals that reinforces your belief in your own capabilities. Over time, these small victories accumulate, creating a solid foundation of self-assurance that is difficult to shake. Third, face your fears head-on. Confidence isn't the absence of fear. It's the ability to move forward despite it. Start small if you need to, but the key is to start. Every time you step out of your comfort zone and face something that scares you, you grow. Your comfort zone expands, and with it, your confidence. Fourth, pay attention to your body language. Stand tall, make eye contact, and speak clearly and with purpose. These aren't just superficial tricks. They're the outward expressions of your inner confidence. When you carry yourself with self-assurance, others will naturally respond to you differently. Your posture, your voice, and your eye contact are all signals to the world that you are a man who knows his worth. Remember, confidence isn't about never having doubts or fears. It's about knowing who you are and trusting that, no matter what challenges come your way, you have the strength and capability to overcome them. Embrace the challenges, learn from your failures, and each obstacle you overcome will add to your unshakable core. A confident man is a magnet for success, not just in relationships, but in every area of life. Cultivate this trait and watch as the world begins to respond to you in ways you never imagined. Chapter 4. Treating partners as equals. Now let's talk about respect, true respect. A high-value man doesn't put women on pedestals. He doesn't view them as objects to be worshipped or as prizes to be won. Instead, he stands eye to eye with them, seeing them as equals. Treating a woman like a queen might sound romantic on the surface, but it's actually a trap. Genuine respect and natural attraction come from recognizing her as an equal partner, not as some delicate flower in need of constant protection. Think about it. Would you respect someone who treats you as if you were fragile, as if you were incapable of handling life's challenges on your own? Of course not, and neither do women. They want to be seen for who they truly are. Strong, capable, intelligent individuals who are more than capable of standing on their own 2 feet. When you treat a woman as an equal, you acknowledge her strengths, her intelligence, and her autonomy. You respect her mind as much as her beauty, and that is far more attractive than any superficial flattery. To embody this trait, start by engaging her intellect. Don't shy away from deep, meaningful conversations. Challenge her ideas respectfully and show that you value her thoughts and opinions. Women are not just looking for someone who finds them attractive. They want a partner who respects and values their mind. Engage with her on topics that matter and show that you're interested in what she has to say. Second, share responsibilities, whether in a relationship or in any collaborative effort. Assume that she can handle the tricky parts just as you can. Don't fall into the trap of thinking that you need to take on all the burdens yourself. Give her the space to show her strength and competence. This is how you build a true partnership, by sharing the load and supporting each other in achieving common goals. Third, respect her autonomy. Understand that she has her own goals, dreams, and aspirations. Support her in these endeavors, even if they are different from yours. A high-value man is secure enough in himself to encourage his partner's growth and success without feeling threatened by it. Recognize that her journey is her own, and be there to support her, not to control or direct her path. Fourth, be vulnerable with her. This doesn't mean being weak, it means being human. Show her that you trust her enough to share your fears, your doubts, and your weaknesses. Vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength and trust. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you build a deeper connection with her, one that is based on mutual respect and understanding. Remember, a high-value man isn't looking for someone to complete him. He's looking for an equal partner to share his journey with. Be that man, and you'll attract women who are strong, independent, and genuinely compatible with you. This kind of relationship is built on a foundation of mutual respect, where both partners are seen and valued for who they truly are. Chapter 5. Deep Engagement Through Listening. Men, I'm about to share with you a superpower that is all too often overlooked. The power of listening. Not just hearing, but truly listening. A high-value man listens with his entire being. He's not just waiting for his turn to speak, he's fully present, absorbing every word, every tone, and every unspoken message. This isn't just about being polite. It's about showing that you genuinely value her thoughts, her feelings, her very essence. It's about creating a deep connection where she feels truly seen, heard, and understood. To master the art of listening, you must first give your full attention. This might seem obvious, but in today's world of constant distractions, it's easier said than done. When you're in a conversation with someone, especially with a woman you care about, put away your phone, turn off the TV, and eliminate any other distractions. Make eye contact and show that at this moment, nothing is more important than what she's saying. This kind of focused attention is rare and incredibly powerful. It tells her that she matters, that what she has to say is important to you. Second, listen to understand, not just to respond. Too often we listen with the intent to reply rather than with the intent to understand. Don't just wait for your turn to speak. Instead, focus on truly understanding her perspective. This requires patience and empathy. Try to see the situation from her point of view. Ask yourself, what is she really saying? What emotions are behind her words? When you listen to understand, rather than to reply, you create a deeper connection and show that you value her thoughts and feelings. Third, ask thoughtful questions. Show that you're engaged in the conversation and that you're genuinely interested in learning more about her perspective. Questions like, how did that make you feel? Or, what do you think led to that? Show that you're not just passively listening, but actively engaging with her. Thoughtful questions not only demonstrate that you're paying attention, but they also encourage deeper conversations and help to build a stronger connection. Fourth, practice empathy. Don't just hear her words. Try to understand the emotions behind them. Put yourself in her shoes and imagine how she must be feeling. This doesn't mean you have to agree with everything she says, but it does mean acknowledging her emotions and showing that you understand where she's coming from. Empathy is a powerful tool in building deep, meaningful relationships. Fifth, validate her feelings. Even if you don't agree with her perspective, it's important to acknowledge her right to feel the way she does. You might say something like, I can see why you'd feel that way, or that must have been really difficult for you. Validation is about recognizing her emotions as valid and important. It's about showing that you respect her feelings, even if you don't share the same viewpoint. And here's the kicker. When you truly listen, you gain insights, learn, and grow. You become not just a better partner, but a better man. Start practicing this today in every conversation you have. Challenge yourself to learn something new about the person you're talking to. Watch how this changes your relationships, not just with women, but with everyone in your life. Remember, a man who truly listens becomes invaluable in a world where everyone else is just waiting to talk. Before we move on, take a moment to reflect on what we've covered so far. These first 5 traits are the foundation of what it means to be a high-value man. If you're finding value in this, if you're feeling inspired to become the best version of yourself, now is the time to hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't already for more content that will help you on this journey. Don't forget to share this with someone who needs to hear it. Now let's dive into the remaining 5 traits that will elevate you from a man of quality to a man of true excellence. Chapter 6. Passion for life and adventure. Gentlemen, let's talk about passion, the driving force that separates merely existing from truly living. There's a significant difference between the two, and that difference is passion. A high-value man isn't just alive. He's living with zest, with an unquenchable thirst for life and adventure. As Marcus Aurelius, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. This is the kind of passion that goes beyond fleeting moments of excitement. It's a deep, abiding love for life itself. To cultivate this passion, start by identifying what truly excites you. What are the things that make you lose track of time? What activities bring you the most joy and fulfillment? What would you do even if you weren't paid for it? These are the things that ignite your passion. They are the pursuits that will fill your life with purpose and meaning. Discovering and nurturing your passions is one of the most important steps you can take on your journey to becoming a high-value man. Second, set ambitious goals related to your passions. Don't be afraid to dream big and push your boundaries. As Seneca wisely advised, it is not because things are difficult that we do not dare. It is because we do not dare that things are difficult. When you set high goals for yourself, you challenge yourself to grow, to evolve, and to reach new heights. This kind of ambition is incredibly attractive because it shows that you are a man who is always striving for more, who is never content to rest on his laurels. Third, share your enthusiasm with others. Passion is contagious, and when you are excited about something, it naturally draws others to you. Don't be afraid to show your excitement, to talk about the things that light you up inside. When you share your passions with others, you create connections based on mutual interests and shared experiences. Fourth, be open to new experiences. Life is full of opportunities for adventure, but you have to be willing to step outside of your comfort zone to seize them. Say yes to opportunities that scare you a little, that challenge you to grow and expand your horizons. Growth happens outside your comfort zone, and the more you push yourself to try new things, the more passionate and adventurous your life will become. Remember, a passionate man is never boring. He's constantly growing, always exploring, and forever seeking out new experiences that enrich his life and the lives of those around him. Be that man, and watch how it transforms your relationships, your career, and your overall sense of fulfillment. Chapter 7. Valuing honesty and rejecting deception. Listen closely because this might be the most important trait of all. A high-value man values truth above all else. He doesn't play games. He doesn't manipulate. He stands in his truth, always. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it." This isn't just about avoiding lies, it's about living with integrity, about aligning your words with your actions. It's about being the same man in the light as you are in the dark. To embody this trait, first, practice radical honesty with yourself. This is the foundation of all integrity. You must be willing to look at yourself with unflinching honesty, acknowledging both your strengths and your weaknesses. This is not always easy, but it is essential. As Epictetus advised, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. This means being willing to admit your mistakes, to recognize where you have room to grow, and to commit to the journey of self-improvement. Second, speak your mind respectfully but clearly. Don't sugarcoat or dance around issues. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Clear, direct communication is the cornerstone of any strong relationship, whether personal or professional. When you are honest and straightforward, you build trust, and trust is the foundation of all meaningful connections. Third, if you've made a mistake, own it. Apologize sincerely and take action to make amends. This shows strength of character, not weakness. Everyone makes mistakes, but not everyone is willing to admit them and make things right. When you take responsibility for your actions, you demonstrate that you are a man of integrity, someone who can be trusted to do the right thing, even when it's difficult. Fourth, keep your promises. If you say you'll do something, do it. Reliability is a rare and valuable trait, and when you consistently follow through on your commitments, you become someone that others can depend on. This builds a reputation of trustworthiness that will serve you well in all areas of your life. Remember, a man of truth stands out in a world of smoke and mirrors. He's rare, he's valuable, And he's the man that women trust, respect, and ultimately choose. Embrace honesty, live with integrity, and watch as your life becomes richer and more fulfilling because of it. Chapter 8. Ability to bring laughter and joy. Let's lighten things up a bit, because being a high-value man doesn't mean being serious all the time. In fact, one of your most powerful tools is your ability to bring joy and laughter into the lives of those around you. As Seneca said, we should admit with cheerfulness that there is a great deal that we do not know. This humility, this ability to laugh at ourselves and at the absurdities of life, is incredibly attractive. It's a sign of confidence and emotional intelligence, and it's a trait that can turn a good relationship into a great one. To cultivate this trait, first, learn to laugh at yourself. Don't take yourself too seriously, and don't be afraid to admit when you've made a mistake or when something is simply out of your control. This shows confidence and humility, and it makes you more relatable. When you can laugh at yourself, you demonstrate that you are comfortable in your own skin, that you don't need to project an image of perfection to feel good about yourself. Second, look for humor in everyday situations. Train your mind to see the lighter side of life, to find the humor in the little things. Life can be challenging, and it's easy to get bogged down by stress and worry. But when you can find something to laugh about, even in difficult situations, you bring a sense of lightness and joy to those around you. Third, use humor to diffuse tension. A well-timed joke or a lighthearted comment can turn a potential argument into a moment of connection. Humor has the power to break down barriers and to create a sense of camaraderie. It shows that you don't take things too seriously, that you can see the bigger picture, and that you're capable of handling difficult situations with grace and good humor. Fourth, create shared moments of joy. Inside jokes, playful teasing, done respectfully, and shared laughter are the glue that holds relationships together. These moments create strong bonds and memories that you and your partner will cherish for years to come. When you bring joy and laughter into a relationship, you create a positive, uplifting atmosphere that makes your time together more enjoyable and fulfilling. Remember, as Charlie Chaplin said, "A day without laughter is a day wasted." Be the man who brings laughter and light into her world, and you'll be irreplaceable. Humor is a powerful tool, not just for building connections, but for making life more enjoyable for everyone around you. Chapter 9. Initiative and Decisive Action. All right, men, it's time to talk about initiative and decisiveness. A high-value man doesn't sit around waiting for things to happen. He makes them happen. Epictetus said it best. Don't explain your philosophy, embody it. This is about being proactive, about taking charge when the situation calls for it. It's not about being controlling or domineering, but about being willing to take the lead when necessary. This kind of leadership is incredibly attractive because it shows confidence, competence, and a willingness to step up to the plate. To embody this trait, first, practice making decisions quickly. Trust your judgment, and don't be afraid to make a decision, even if it's a difficult one. As Marcus Aurelius advised, never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason, which today arm you against the present. This means having the confidence to make decisions in the moment, knowing that you have the skills and resources to handle whatever comes your way. Second, take calculated risks. Don't let the fear of failure hold you back from pursuing your goals. Each risk, whether it succeeds or fails, is an opportunity to learn and grow. High-value men understand that failure is not the end. It's a stepping stone on the path to success. When you take risks, you show that you're not afraid to go after what you want, and that you're willing to put yourself on the line to achieve your goals. Third, be solution-oriented. When you see a problem, don't just complain about it. Take the initiative to find a solution. This proactive approach is a hallmark of leadership, and it shows that you're a man who can be counted on to get things done. Instead of dwelling on what's wrong, focus on what can be done to make it right. This mindset will set you apart from others and will make you a valuable asset in any situation. Fourth, Follow through on your commitments. Initiative without follow-through is worthless. When you commit to something, make sure you see it through to the end. This reliability is a key component of being a high-value man. It shows that you're not just talk, you're action. People will come to respect and trust you because they know that when you say you'll do something, you will do it. Remember, women are attracted to men who can take charge and handle responsibilities. Show her that you're that man, and you'll earn her respect and admiration. Initiative and decisiveness are not just about being a leader. They're about being a man who is in control of his life, who takes responsibility for his actions, and who is willing to step up and make things happen. Chapter 10: Emotional Independence. Finally, let's talk about emotional independence. This last trait might surprise you, but it's one of the most important aspects of being a high-value man. A high-value man is fearless in losing someone, not because he doesn't care, but because he knows that his worth doesn't depend on any one person. As Epictetus said, he is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has. Emotional independence is about having a strong sense of self, about being self-sufficient emotionally. To cultivate this trait, first, develop a robust support system outside of romantic relationships. Maintain close friendships and strong family ties. These relationships will provide you with emotional support and will remind you that your worth is not tied to any one person. When you have a strong support network, you are less likely to become emotionally dependent on a romantic partner and more likely to maintain a healthy, balanced relationship. Second, have personal goals and pursuits that are independent of your relationship. A high-value man is driven by his own passions and ambitions, and he doesn't rely on a partner to give his life meaning or direction. When you have your own goals and pursuits, you bring more to the relationship, and you avoid the trap of becoming overly dependent on your partner for happiness. Third, practice self-soothing. Learn to manage your emotions without relying on others to make you feel better. This might involve meditation, journaling, or other forms of self-care. The key is to develop the ability to regulate your emotions on your own, rather than relying on someone else to do it for you. This emotional independence will make you more resilient and less vulnerable to the ups and downs of relationships. Fourth, be comfortable with solitude. Use alone time for self-reflection and personal growth. When you are comfortable being alone, you are less likely to tolerate unhealthy relationships out of fear of being alone. This independence is incredibly attractive because it shows that you are a man who is complete on his own, and that you are in a relationship because you want to be, not because you need to be. Remember, neediness repels, independence attracts. When you are not desperate to keep someone, you become someone they are desperate to keep. Emotional independence is about being secure in who you are, about knowing that your worth is not tied to any one person. It's about being a man who can stand on his own, who is whole and complete in himself, and who brings that wholeness into his relationships. Conclusion: the path to true excellence. All right, gentlemen, let's recap the 10 traits of a high-value man: self-sufficiency, inattention, genuine upliftment of others, confidence and self-assurance, treating partners as equals, deep engagement through listening, passion for life and adventure, valuing honesty and rejecting deception, ability to bring laughter and joy, initiative and decisive action, emotional independence. These traits aren't just a list of qualities. They are a blueprint for becoming the man you were meant to be, a man of substance, of character, of true value. This journey is not about changing who you are at your core. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. It's about embodying these traits to attract women, to build meaningful relationships, and to live a life of purpose and fulfillment. Remember the wisdom of Epictetus. First, say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. You now know what to be. It's time to do what you have to do. You've got the knowledge, you've got the blueprint. Now it's time for action. Which of these traits will you focus on first? Drop a comment below and let me know. If this video has lit a fire in you, hit that like button. Subscribe for more content designed to help you become the best version of yourself, and don't forget to share this with a brother who needs to hear it. Remember, you're not just becoming attractive to women. You're becoming a man of value, a man of substance, a man who makes a difference. As Marcus Aurelius said, waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be one. Now go out there and conquer. Until next time, stay strong, stay focused, and never stop growing. This version is significantly longer and delves deeper into each trait, providing more examples and actionable advice, while maintaining the same style and tone.